Can I just call them traveler's clothes?
Sure. Or even some in dwarf size.
Love that. Love that for me.
I think Estelle and Saber would just be catching up on various news, probably near the kitchen. So, nothing in particular she wants to do.
Okay.
Other than, I am assuming as a group, we did this at the end of the session, but we would have said, like, all right, we are going to whatever they call it, Central Crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Crossing in the morning. Sleep tonight.
Yep. Agreed.
Attunement to my new magic item. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Session 5 magic item. Let's go.
I did that and crafted a new holy symbol to Ulfried.
You did? You did?
Sick.
Oh, more of your spells are probably now available, along with Channel Divinity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Finally.
How does this long rest button? I've never pressed it before. Do I just press it?
You have to... It'll do a bunch of stuff automatically, but like if you have like your side stuff, like if you have anything there like Bardic Inspiration there, you have to like go in and select it to like refresh on long rest.
Oh, and it does all your spells.
Yeah, it does your spells, does health.
This is the greatest. Cool. 21st century shit.
Welcome to the player side, Michael.
All right. So, with everyone having done everything that they needed or wanted to do, while staying at Vendori's old abode, find the morning quiet. Maybe some frogs croaking at the edge of the pond, some buzzing of some insects, birds chirping with the morning sunrise. And you guys are leaving, right?
Yep.
Heading somewhere south, probably, hopefully. Through the woods. Alright. Begin to move through the woods. Find yourself back in the same thick, dense forest as you were in the night before, out of the clearing of Vendori's abode. Even in the daylight, the woods are a little confusing to go through. As you don't really get much daylight with the thick canopy overhead. So it's hard to keep on track without some deft survival skills. So whoever's leading the party
Not I.
towards Central Crossing.
It's
Still,
probably...
This has your name written all over it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's probably either myself or Saber. Although Saber probably has never been there.
Yeah.
You're wanting a
She would admit
survival
that
check?
She has not been there. Yeah.
I mean, you guys are going to be surprised, but that's actually one of the worst ones I have.
Oh, really?
But that's fine.
Better than zero.
We can do this barely. I'm not very wise, but she can certainly try her best. And she'll then use a psionic her side bolstered knack, and roll a what is it? D8 to add to it.
Oh, what you like
There
to
we
see.
go. That's what the doctor ordered.
So you all may
that's,
see.
That's the thing. You can just pretty much be good at anything, really.
Be good at it. Simple as that, right?
Just be good. Have you ever considered being good?
Just get good.
So as you guys are following Estelle, you see she seems to know where to go, like what's the right way. But you don't see her like really necessarily like looking at like tracks or like do stuff like maybe a ranger would to lead the way. She's kind of sensing things out in another way. Almost seems like she just kind of in a sixth sense knows the right direction.
That means she's dead already, guys. I'll take a bottle cap, thank you.
If it were so easy. You guys are heading south, assuredly.
Sweet. Doing great still.
After about, let me check distance.
At a certain point, whether it's like as we kind of left
Mhm.
the interplanar area, or maybe, you know, once Estelle's like, all right, I know where we're going, would just kind of want to like pause and like see if we have any dragon sign or just any sort of like, oh, how do we think they're on our scent really strongly, or do we, you know, notice the disturbances in the forest at all?
Okay, yeah, give me a perception check as you're kind of like looking out for signs of potential dragons still hunting you. You're in a deep, dense forest.
Did you ask Estelle if she had seen any signs of dragons?
Yeah, I'll ask Estelle. Hey, I'm not seeing anything, but what do you think? Are we good? Brutal.
Hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, you're
In the
walking through
forest.
a forest.
And I don't
You-
see a dragon.
You don't see a dragon.
Great.
You know, you see trees, you see leaves on the ground, maybe some broken branches, some shrubs.
No dragon, no
Stream
problem.
as you pass over a stream. Um, where once you maybe covered yourselves in mud the night before.
Nice.
Uh, you continue on. It takes a little bit. You're still a few miles from the crossing, at least. At least you hope. No further. Eventually, what's
So
people's? Yes,
Look,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have been in the Central Crossing before,
Yes, you have.
and I imagine, you know, some time spent on the borders and like in the woods, you know,
Yeah,
just
you
bopping in and out. Um,
absolutely.
were there any sort of like landmarks or signs of like, okay, hey, you know, we're a mile out. Like this is the heart-shaped tree, you know, or the fern bush that looks like a rabbit. You know,
Yeah, I
stuff like
mean,
that.
you definitely know the resistance would use, hopefully markers that the
Mm-hmm.
dragons wouldn't notice as well.
Good.
Um, And you have been pointed them out to you before. You may not have ever been let loose in the woods by yourself.
Yeah.
You and your dwarven kin, but you would have had guides, certainly at times. So go ahead and make survival check with advantage, looking specifically for these things.
Oh my gosh. Oh, advantage.
Advantage. Eventually, you do find one of these markers. It's kind of a little bit of a carving near the root of a tree, or in the roots of a tree. And while you don't specifically know all the things of this language, you were pointed out certain specific words and phrases of essentially what is
Thieves can.
written thieves can't.
Gotcha.
And it points that you're about 5 miles out.
Okay, got it. If I spot that, I'll let everyone know.
And it does.
I'll show, like,
Mhm.
obviously it's not every marker is a little carving like that, but just like show so that way, Estelle and Saber, really everyone can, keep their own eyes peeled, knowing that, like, hey, there will be more of these as we get closer, and at a certain point we may want someone to like do a little scouting mission to make sure the coast is truly clear to get into the crossing.
Well, and I don't know the mechanics of Thieves Camp, but Estelle and Saber would both know it. If it's all the same, I don't know if it's all the same or there's special ILX or you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
We'll call it that. You understand one thieves can't. You understand.
Because I'm able to explain, the words I know. I bet maybe they're able to piece the rest together.
And it's a much more. I imagine like written thieves camp would be much more like symbolic.
Mm-hmm.
Like use more symbols.
I always think of like the
letters,
like the hobo sign, like writing and stuff that they would use to like mark people's homes. It's like, this home is safe. They're nice here. Don't come. Like, I always imagine thieves can't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just like being able to slip it into normal conversation to like let someone know you're on the level.
Mm-hmm.
It may be some like physical language.
Yeah, exactly.
Tied in with that.
Like,
it's like
just cool.
Just where they just sign at each other.
Not to retcon anything, but in the morning I would have done some kind of like ritual prayer or something and cast aid on 3 of us, since it lasts 8 hours. So let's just say Belgond, myself, and Estelle, you get some hit points.
5 temp HP.
Yeah, 5 temp HP for 8 hours.
Well, more than temp.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's your maximum. Your maximum increases.
Your increases and you heal by it.
I still put it in temp though, because
same.
I don't know how it's a deal.
I just do it +5 because it works total is either. Reason.
I don't know. I don't know what stuff Michael's talking about, but supposedly it works.
I just put 40 +5 in my hit point maximum. It adjusts everything for me. I don't know.
That's cool.
I don't know why.
What? As you guys get closer, what is everyone's passive perceptions?
Just bad. Don't even ask.
10.
17.
Okay. 15 and 17.
High fives, Brielle.
Yeah. I heard Will say 10 too. So.
Yeah, he did. I remember because we were being chased by the dragon, and it was just like, all right.
At least we have Emil and Estelle to look out for us.
Yeah.
10's got to stick together.
Saber's got 20, I'm sure.
Saber.
I heard
Saber
it was at least 24, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she took the observant feats.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I didn't build Saber, so I have no idea how that even works.
Saber would probably have a comparable one to you. You can guess at least.
That seems fair.
Yeah. But 15 and 17 are to see this. Emil and Estelle will see movement through some of the trees a few hundred feet ahead. And you see kind of a light pass through with it, like with the movement.
Um,
So you doing anything about it? Keep going forward.
yes. She's gonna put up Psychic Whispers.
What's that?
Point of clarification, because it does say I can't link it because it's like one of those abilities that has like
Everything.
5 abilities inside of it.
Love that.
You can establish telepathic communication between yourself and others. As an action, choose one or more creatures you can see up to your proficiency bonus, and then roll 1 psionic energy die for the number of hours equal to the number rolled. The chosen creatures can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them. To send or receive a message, no action required. You and the other creature must be within 1 mile of each other. A creature can't use this telepathy if it cannot speak any languages, and a creature can end this telepathic communication at any time. No action required. You and the creature do not need to speak a common language to understand each other.
So cool.
So I'm assuming I don't have to count myself in that, right?
Don't think so.
Perfect. So she will cast that. Everybody but Mimi can now.
Convenient.
I don't even know if it would be possible. Like I have no idea about that mechanically either. But let's roll my d8 to see how many hours we are connected.
That would also exclude Saber, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 hours.
She would have. She probably would have. Just maybe signed over to Saber that she was going to put up the connection, and that if they needed to talk, they needed to talk in sign, and she would obviously warn Saber as well. And you all of a sudden will just hear Estelle in all of your minds. Don't be afraid. This is very normal. I'll explain later. However, we do have company. Look to the tree line and draw your weapons.
Tree line.
Or whatever. Wherever it is. I don't remember.
Yeah, you just see through some of the trees.
Like
through some of the trees.
Yeah,
Belgon would legitimately, if you said tree line, kind of like look around at first, like, which tree line? But he will do as instructed. So, do we all speak? Is it like telepathic bond where we're all able to hear everyone's thoughts, or is it just you're the central cog?
The way I read it would be that, we can just freely communicate amongst one another.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Basically free telepathic bond.
Nice. Well,
for a period of time, right?
For a number of hours equal to the number rolled, the chosen creatures can speak telepathically with you, and you can speak telepathically with them.
But not to each other.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like a node back to you.
Yeah.
You're the central hub.
Which is still incredibly usul.
Yeah, that's not dogging it at all. That's awesome.
And if you're wondering, I do allow you to help with me now that I have my new fancy advantage.
Oh yeah, you have to allow it.
I have to allow it. So I feel like you kind of get to like a this party is unreachable at the moment, and then oh wait, did you say something? Sorry.
Call incoming.
I have a robocall blocker.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to Mimi if you're listening.
What do you see?
Am I able to do a check of a
Yeah.
silhouette check?
Yeah, you can do a check to try and further identify what it is. So just
Not 6 arms. Run. Oh, baby.
That's just one of Emil's spiders then.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's just a normal guy.
Now you mention it, Emil, are you not a Wizzy boy?
Emil spiders.
Huh?
I've seen Emil spiders.
I would think you'd be a Wizzy boy.
I haven't seen those either.
Do you not have a Wizzy boy?
As in wisdom?
No.
Not as in wizard.
Yeah. Because that's what I thought he meant at first.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the dump stat, but it's also not the...
Oh, okay.
Just right down the middle.
I just felt like, you like maybe used to being out in the outdoors.
Okay. So, what you see...
Estelle sees everything.
Estelle is able to perfectly identify what this group is. It is a group of 5 Imperial Dragonborn soldiers, led by a familiar
fuck this guy.
Emerald Dragonborn, who you all would have seen being one of the leaders of the caravan before.
Dude needs to get a hobby. Take a day off.
Do they seem like they've noticed us and they're stalking us, or do they seem like they haven't noticed us yet?
Does not seem like they have noticed you yet. They're kind of not like walking towards you, like kind of walking parallel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
And you can see one of them in the center is holding a torch.
Got it.
Because even though it's day, the dark canopy still causes
you
guys to be relatively dark area.
The show.
She'll say to everybody, it doesn't look like the scaly bastards have noticed us yet. A perfect opportunity to take them down in the dark. And she'll signal to Saber to get into position. And I'm
sorry, Nate. My bad.
And she'll just say, I'll get into position. Wait for my signal. You'll know what it is. And do what you do best.
Now that he's pointed them out to us, can we all see them? How far away are they, would you say?
A couple 100 feet.
Okay, so still a ways. Got it.
A little bit of a ways, but you guys, if you do want to get closer without being seen, you will have to make stealth checks.
That's exactly why I was asking, because that's...
Brielle would tell Estelle telepathically that she can vanish 2 of us if need be.
She would say, but truthfully, the answer is Belgond and Mimi, I think, is probably the answer.
100%.
But I don't know. I don't know if Mimi is online right now.
That's why it was good to clarify that we're not all freely talking. Because if we could, Belgond isn't bashful about he's not going to pretend to be something he's not.
The robot. The robot is with us, so I think even though it'd be more fun to also vanish Emil and pretend that Mimi wasn't there.
Yeah, even if we just vanish Mimi and Mimi has all of our stuff and just
is chilling.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
And did we see this guy fight?
Belgon did.
Does he have skulls over his fucking head? Or are we
Are
barking up the wrong tree here?
he doesn't have multiple skulls. He has, I would say, one skull.
I mean, we just rested. Like,
He could levitate.
Yeah, it was.
Emil would share that because he could levitate. I don't recall if he had a fire breath or not. He probably did.
I don't remember either.
Like he's strong, but I don't know if he's like.
With only 5 of them, Belgon thinks like we can do it.
I just don't
If there
remember.
was more,
I never saw him. So.
would definitely be like, let's just go around. That way they don't, when we kill them, they won't look for anyone who's missing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense.
And I think Estelle also, she has a lot of experience in this particular arena.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So this is not unusual for her and Saber.
Yep.
This situation.
100%.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I can cast invisibility.
And I'm gonna message, like, knowing they're now a couple 100 feet away. I'm gonna message to Estelle, like, it's gonna take me a minute to get close quietly, so give me a second, and you'll see him like truly trying to like
Plod along.
Seeing him take like 2 steps, Emil's gonna reach out, put a hand on his shoulder, and kind of look at him, kind of tilt his head and smile and go, 1 second.
Great.
And then he's gonna look around and make sure everybody's close enough to him, and he will cast Pass Without Trace.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Pass Without Trace is huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do invisibility on Mimi and Belgond.
Okay. Sweet. Mimi and Belgond are invisible. So that means you have can't be seen, and you have advantage on stealth checks plus a +10 bonus.
And my stealth modifier is 10, so that's exciting.
That's amazing.
Very exciting.
0, guys. 0. Guys, I went against the grain. I've only built characters who can do like lots of things. Like, all right, it's time to try something new, and it's very weird. Bye, Mimi. Oh, cool, meteor swarm. That's great. That's super helpful.
Super helpful.
Yeah. There are no more fish left.
Killed everyone.
All right, so do we want to try and flank these people?
Yes.
In groups? What do we like? Because I could follow Saber, Belgond could follow, like, and then Emil.
Yeah,
we could do something like that.
Belgond would say, Emil and myself will go right. Estelle, Saber, and Brielle, y'all go left. Estelle, if y'all can drive them to Emil and I, we'll be right there, or at least I'll be right there, because I don't know what Emil can do, to get right up in their face.
Yeah, and you'll just have to follow Emil, or since you're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll, once you do anything, that would go away.
Yeah.
Real will tell you that.
Yeah. I just needed to get close.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm hyped right now. This is, I'm scared and hyped at the same time.
Yeah. So you guys are. Yeah, go ahead and Preston.
Emil is also going to send Charlotte, who has been bouncing kind of in the trees. He's going to go up, or Charlotte's going to go up. My little spidery friend.
Yeah. Do you want to roll something?
I already did.
It didn't?
Nope. Just spider.
13.
Big spider.
A little bit ago, I bet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so
Big
scared.
spider.
I'm so scared of you. Oh, what is happening? I'm so scared. Also, I realized
so
Paths Without Trace is gonna follow you.
Right. It'll only
that's
But that's
stick.
fine. That's fine.
so you two
That's
are
fine.
invisible, so it's at least one of you is invisible.
I think it's best that it's with Belgond if he's, I mean, anyone can critical fail, but
I mean, I guess I could.
I have a
Yeah.
high bone.
Yeah.
Estelle has a high
I mean-
bone, and presumably Saber has a high bone.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
And if Saber doesn't have a high bone, then she can go with Pass Without Trace.
Mm-hmm.
Let me guys move y'all to the map at this point.
Love that.
Oh! Oh, shit.
Should see yourselves at the top right of the screen.
Mother efforts down there.
Am I officially invisible, or can I cast something before I turn invisible?
You guys you would have had enough time to plan that.
Okay,
Yeah, you would have thought about that.
All right, then I will cast. Little armor on myself.
Ooh. Fancy
Learning
armor at level 2.
learning so many things.
Okay.
Can we, before we get into initiative and everything, is it possible to do, stealth checks to try and get more
Closer.
into proper position? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to give you guys a little bit better visualization.
Yeah.
And when you guys were going like, "Oh, I'm gonna go right, I'm gonna go left," I'm like, "Well,
it's not. It's not.
Yeah,
really
it's
from north to south." So let me push on the
Yeah.
map so you know exactly.
Yep. No, then let's just go forward and.
Well, we can work on right and left flank.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little pincer.
So
Yes.
and just let me know where you wanted direction Saber to set up at the start.
Yeah, she can just stay with me.
Okay, she'll buddy with you at the start.
Yeah,
Alright,
if we could try and get like somewhere like here and like over here. If that's possible. That's hard.
Yeah. I like
think
that. Belgon wants to be right up here for the Star's gun to just come in and start whooping.
Which side? How are they moving? They're moving like east to west, or
yeah, they east to west actually. All right.
Love that.
They're not moving fast though. It looks like they are, and Estelle would be able to see this. That yeah, they are searching. They're combing the area, looking for tracks.
Yeah, we got
anything, signs of things or creatures passing through.
Cool.
And you have control of Charlotte, right, Preston?
Did you add her? Where's she?
She's right by the tree. There you go.
At first, I was like, "Oh man, there's
there.
one right next to
Yeah, I
us."
thought we were about to get fucked up.
I do not.
Mm-hmm.
You do not. Oh, okay. I wonder if I grabbed an older version. You should now.
I do now.
Okay. Guess I can reveal her name to everyone now.
Charlotte.
Alright. So, slowly move yourselves up as you would be getting closer. And once you get beyond, like, this, you'll make a stealth check.
Oh, I lost my spider.
Right in front of me.
Yeah, once you get beyond, like, this line.
Spider's right here if you need him, Preston.
Yeah, it hit
Does
it
it have
behind
vision?
the shadows.
Does it have vision?
It has
It does not.
something.
Let me
Sick rolls from us.
Look at you with the stealthy. Somebody's a stealthy girl over there.
Mm.
Right.
Man, that plus 10 real needed, y'all. Great job.
And invisible. And invisible.
And invisible.
That was the wrong thing, actually.
Oh, this
That
is
was the wrong
weird.
thing.
Well,
Same bonus.
spoiler alert. Oh, I have a +1. I have a +1.
Yeah,
Oh.
please. Yes. Do you have heavy armor? You do.
I'm wearing chainmail.
Okay, so you get to 12
+10.
because it balances out.
+10.
Plus, you still get the
Yeah.
+10. Yes, because
Yep.
Emil is next to you. The others do
Yep.
not get the +10 though.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, they are not near Emil since you guys are flanking.
It's fine.
Levels.
Yeah, Charlotte is with the right team.
Does Charlotte
But
have
up in the
any
trees.
special vision? She does.
60 of dark vision.
All right. Let me give her that. So you don't accidentally lose Charlotte in the darkness.
That's what it was. I moved and then she was in a shadow. I was like, I can't click her now.
Sion.
All right. Okay. So let me look at some stats. See if they notice you.
I mean, I will just say I feel like the always advantage is screwing us. I have no data to back this
I
up,
agree. 100%.
but
No,
the first one
100%
is
right, Nate.
always worse than the second.
Nate, you're 100% right. I've been
I mean, you
thinking
could
that for the
turn it
last
off yourself.
session.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think I just have it on automatically.
To be fair, you did crit earlier
Yeah.
on the left side.
Shut up, Michael.
But everything else.
Yeah, if you guys want to turn it off, I think you can in your character sheet.
I don't know why. It feels
We'll be
like the
doing that.
left
We'll
is
be doing
always
that
worse.
shortly. Don't worry, because I'm with Nate on this.
All right. You do see them stop for a moment. Kind of, you see the central Emerald Dragonborn look around. But he doesn't seem to alter their actions or movements at all.
Nice. How much further up can we go?
You can go
One more
to
Google
here without making another stealth check.
on you, Emil, to move forward because Marshall knows it's 30 feet, but Beltron does not. Ugh.
Estelle can commence her attack from here.
You will have to make another stealth check as you move forward, Belgond and Emil.
Yep.
Emil takes a step back.
Well, I'm just trying to stay within 30.
You, however, you're invisible.
Yep.
But the shifting of your armor, and you pass by a shrub and break a branch that kind of...
That plus 10? Ugh, brutal. Oh, double crit fail. Love to see it.
Yeah, unfortunate on that double crit. And you see these two kind of peek up and look in your direction. They're looking. They clearly seem to have heard something, but
They don't see nothing.
they don't see nothing.
Yep.
You do see one of them kind of raise a hand to the Emerald Dragonborn, and he steps forward and is kind of inspecting, kind of looking.
Oh, Do it, Estelle. Do it. I want to fuck this guy up so bad. Do it.
Yeah, I mean, she's ready to attack. So, are we ready?
Oh, fire
To,
one ready.
to roll Rick a roll?
Do it.
Oh yeah.
Gonna warhammer this guy into Kingdom Come.
Is this, do you want us to roll surprise round? Do you want me to just go for it? Like, what do you want?
Let's go ahead and do turn order, but you guys will have surprise round. Let's just go ahead and get the initiative up.
Man, 12. Amazing.
And change the music. Saber.
Okay. Where's up?
That's everyone right? Because Charlotte goes on your turn or after your turn, right, Emil?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll add them after the surprise round.
Sure.
So I think mechanically, then, or RP wise, she would just say to you all, "No." And Brielle is the quickest on the draw.
Seems pretty reasonable.
So, Brielle,
I hold.
you hold.
I don't want to give up the invisibility yet.
Fair enough. Oh, did you have it on yourself as well?
Not on me. No, it's
but
on,
if she
on
does
Mimi.
if she does something, that'll drop concentration.
Yeah. I'm just waiting until
Yeah.
I know Belgond is good, because I don't know where Belgond is.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're gonna hear.
Okay.
But
All right.
knowing that Estelle says it's go time, I'm like, all right, Belgond's ready.
All right.
So I don't want to give him up, so I'm just holding.
Yeah. Love that. So he is going to. Yeah, he doesn't really have to move. So he can see pretty much all of them, at least in some regard, through the trees. And he will drop stealthiness or stealthy spell, and then he is going to hit. He'll be there. 30. He will hit this guy with a fairy fire.
Oh, nice.
Fairy fire is an area effect.
Yeah.
You can get
So
multiple.
what's the 20-foot cube you're dropping?
So it should be centered on this guy, which would hit all 4 of them.
Oh, there's 3 right here.
These 3 and this guy. And if there's another one, I can't see him then.
It's not a radius, it's a cube.
It's a cube.
So you can get 3.
Yeah.
20 foot?
20-foot cube.
Oh, I see,
So
I see.
20 by
Oh, yeah.
20 by 20.
Yeah, I mean, it's on this guy, so it'll get these 3.
Okay.
Actually, he can get 4.
I think that's a
That was-
40-foot cube.
That was
There you
a
go,
really
yeah.
big cube.
I just said
20 foot.
this.
Yeah. That's still.
That's way bigger than 20 foot.
Yeah, because it's measuring 20. It's still doing a 20-foot radius.
It's a 20-foot radius.
So
Yeah.
it's a 10.
10
You'd be looking at a
10-foot radius.
10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was like, what? That looks
these three guys.
Yeah, that's why I was messing with it. Like, oh, I wonder, and it's like, oh, this works, great.
So it'd be like
So
this.
he'll target
it'd
the
be
green
like
guy,
that.
basically. He'll target the green guy.
Okay. All right.
That'll cover.
So they all
me.
need to make dex saves, right?
Yep.
Okay. Starting with the green guy. Then the next two. I'm guessing all fail.
They do.
Okay.
So they all lit
They're
up like a
glowy.
Christmas tree.
Brielle blinks to herself a few times. Like, did I accidentally do what I was trying to do? Great minds.
All right. Anything else from our boy Emil?
No.
Okay.
That'll do.
Estelle?
Estelle is going to throw a psychic blade at this guy.
Ooh. This one in the back?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. You have advantage since he's surprised. 15 will hit.
Why didn't it add my damage? Or roll my damage? Oh, because do I have to...
You have to hit the psychic blade.
You have to hit the button. It will if he hits it, because it's connected to his
interesting.
sheet.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
It links back to his sheet.
23 points of damage.
So,
And you see the blade sink into the back of its head, dropping him instantly.
Oh, hell yeah. Love that.
huge.
Nice.
Does
Falls
it
to the
seem...
ground with a thud.
Does it seem like this guy noticed?
He's kind of in the process of looking back, but he is still very surprised.
Then she'll move up, and she'll use her bonus action to throw her second blade at that guy.
Nice.
Hey,
8 points
Nice.
psychic damage. Hits him squarely in the back, around his shoulder. All right.
That's her turn.
Okay. Belgon, Mr. Invisible Dwarf.
Well, it's gonna run up right here. And I'd like a quick clarification on within 5 feet of me or my first hit.
It's within 5 feet of the creature you hit.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I can't get 2 on this one then. All right, so I'm going to not do Flame Blade, and I'm going to attack with. Okay, why didn't that roll as an attack? I'll try that again.
So you did Booming Blade instead?
Yep.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
No. A 16
Then
does
I
not hit.
that's the tough one. That's the tough one.
is the tough one, and Oh, I didn't realize. I'm learning all my abilities, y'all.
Hmm.
The
I have
first
something
combat
that-
with actual equipment. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna use my channel divinity to make it a hit, but I had to announce that before you announced a hit or miss. I did not realize. So
Now you know.
now I know.
One of
I'm just-
those.
Yeah, just one of those. Just chilling out then.
Okay, so swing with the booming blade.
Yep.
Miss. The Legionnaire seems to have some sort of sixth sense.
Mm-hmm.
Dodge this invisible man swinging his warhammer. Anything else from Battleground?
Nope.
I think your invisibility will end because you made an attack.
I did not hit though.
You just have
That's
to
just make an attack. Yeah.
Oh,
just
really?
make an
Gotcha.
attack. Yep.
I thought it was a hit. Dang. All right,
Yeah.
then I'm in his face.
Suddenly.
Yep.
Armored dwarf appears. Saber's turn. How far can she get up? Right there. She will shoot it with a light crossbow. With advantage. Hitting, dealing. Six points. 15 points total. So this guy was hit by one of your psychic daggers. He kind of starts to turn, and then a bolt goes into his face from Saber, killing him.
Machines. We're machines.
Huge right now.
Dropping people, and now I will add the remaining people.
No.
What about Brielle's howled action?
I think she would have not done anything because she was caught off guard because she was hoping to do fairy fire.
Playing by the rules, Michael. I like it.
Yeah, so I think she's surprised, but pleased that someone was thinking the same on the same road as her.
Alright, Brielle, you are still at the top.
Oh, okay, she'll move. $30. Uh-huh. She will. I think she's just gonna have to viciously mock the green one.
Wisdom save.
Ignore the dueling. Yeah.
Alright. Wisdom save coming up.
If it's immune to psychic damage or not.
Fails. I assume, yep, 14. So fails and 4 points of psychic
4
damage.
points of psychic damage if it takes it. And disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Okay. I don't have the little dice thing.
Hopefully that'll help.
I don't
You
have the
don't?
little dice token. No, I don't. Little marker. Yeah.
It didn't give you the dice ones? What the heck?
I don't know. I'll have to relook at the file you gave me.
Maybe I gave you an earlier one where those weren't in there.
Possible. We'll just do orange.
Orange is good. Triangle of trust. Orange is triangle of trust.
Triangle of distrust. Alright.
That's it.
Mock him. He
Mock
seems
him
to
viciously.
flinch a little from it.
I'll take it.
And you can, Belgon can hear an audible sneer from the Dragonborn. This one, seeing the Dragonborn right in front of him, not paying attention to his comrades falling behind, will up and around, getting a flanking on the dwarf. See, hold up. Oh, by the way, the one you killed right here, you guys killed, that was the one carrying the torch. That makes a difference.
Oh
So
yeah.
you see a torch kind of roll onto the ground and kind of sitting there flaming. He will make 2 attacks against you with his advantage. So that's first one, second one. It's 18 hit. Miss. All right.
Got my armor, baby.
Got your armor. Emil.
He's going to pull out his longbow and take a shot at Green Man.
Okay. You have advantage.
Yep.
Let's go.
Definitely hits.
Turn damage on. 6 damage, and then he's going to use one of his crates, which will mark him as a favored foe. And so that'll do an extra d4 damage. Cool.
All right.
It's possible it should be my turn next, right? Technically, I
What's your dex?
18.
Yeah, you pass him.
I thought so.
Yeah.
You can turn that on in your
The dex tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's in the cogwheel. Under that somewhere. I think somewhere in the center.
I think it's right in the middle,
Dex,
yeah.
Tiebreaker to initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
And then Charlotte's gonna move. And with Emil's bonus action, Charlotte is going to cast web on Green Guy as well. Which is a ranged attack.
Web them up.
Web.
Love that.
That might work.
That's gonna do it.
Yeah. 24 hits for sure.
So
what does that do? What does web do again?
You are. Oh, it doesn't still reaches.
Insta kill.
You are restrained, and you can make a strength check as an action to break the webbing.
Oh,
there you go.
I hate that. Oh,
Big. He was about to levitate.
Hate that.
And that's the turn.
Okay. Fell.
Charlotte MVP, baby.
Estelle is going to throw a dagger at that, or her psychic blade at that one.
Okay. Not with advantage now.
No?
No.
No fairy fire?
Oh, it does have fairy fire. You're right. Yeah.
The fire of the
I
fairies.
forgot about that. I was about to say
Yeah.
do the other one to get that sneak, but never mind.
Yeah. Absolutely hits.
Fire
With
of the
sneak.
fairies.
Nice. DED dead.
2 for 2. Another one
Beast.
drops instantly as a psychic blade sinks into his face.
Can she see this other one?
Makes you miss playing a rogue.
Jemmy short steel.
And then let's take sneak attack off. She'll use her bonus action to throw the second one at the other guy.
At the other... This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other red shirt, if you will.
The other red shirt. Yes. Hits. Absolutely.
This is beautiful right now.
And you max damage on both those second throws.
Jesus.
Estelle's in her element. This
Yeah.
is her job.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
That's her turn.
Oh. This guy hates everything right now that's happening.
Been there.
Belgond, you hear a voice enter your mind that's not Estelle.
Oh.
You see him stare you down. No, I won't die to an insolent whelp like you.
You're gonna.
And he is going to try to break free. Spending an action. Make a strength check.
I thought we were about to just get breath weaponed.
I thought it was.
I was waiting for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Psychic breath attack.
Mm-hmm.
Kill his own guy.
That may have been the thing that prevented that.
Oh.
Killing his own last remaining ally might not have been good. Okay. Strength check. 20.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You mean Charlotte doesn't have a
25.
super high?
No,
PC.
it's based on my
Oh, that's good.
PC at least.
It'll grow with you.
And he will begin moving south. He'll take an attack of opportunity.
Right, so I learned this that as I'm learning all these abilities with Warcaster, you can cast a spell instead of making a melee attack, which I will gladly do.
Use your reaction to cast a spell at the creature that only targets that creature.
And we're gonna
Boom that blade.
try
Booming
boom that
blade.
blade, and I'm going to, because I hate this guy, gonna use my channel divinity and add a plus 10.
That'd be 24. That
Yeah.
does indeed hit.
That's what I thought. All right, so we're gonna get
Boom.
it boomed,
Boom.
and
Big
we'll
boom.
get 11 points bludge, 5 points thunder, and I'm going to. Oh wait, but because it's opportunity, I don't think I can't divine smite. Correct?
Well, you can't. You can divine smite. You can't do like wrathful smite or one of the bonus action smites, but your regular smite you can do. That's just with any attack.
Got it. Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna divine smite at first level. And that's 2d8.
Boom,
So take
boom.
10 more radiant damage on top of all that.
And I think you only take the thunder if you keep moving, right?
Well, no, he's at 5th level now, so there is some initial thunder damage, and then there's more thunder damage if he keeps.
If he moves,
yeah. So if he keeps moving, he will take 1 more d8 thunder damage.
Love that. That's such an interesting, spell.
It's a fun stack.
Yeah. I should be able to math better now. I do it all the time.
That's 21. That's 26 points of total damage.
26 points.
Damage types matter, let me know.
You don't notice. And yeah, go ahead and give me that 2d8.
It's gonna keep going.
As he keeps moving. Another
Take
8
more.
Jesus.
And you all, it's thunder damage, so not that y'all were unaware, but you're aware.
Belgond is just stealth mode. That's what I think of when I think of Belgond.
Yeah.
Booming goes out, and the Green Dragonborn begins to fucking flee. Speaking of Belgond.
No way, Scales! 3, 4. And we'll...
It's from you.
Nice. Alright.
Nothing can stand against your Warhammer.
Nothing.
Yep,
and he is once again sheathed in booming energy. He moves. He'll take some more thunder damage.
Anything else?
Nope.
Alright.
I'm ready to bring him home.
Imperial Soldier will come up behind you. Act with advantage for flanking. See if you can actually hit.
Question. That may be the wrong one, at least according to the turn order.
Oh, it is. The other one's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that does not happen. Thank you, Nate. Let me delete that. Staber. That's me again.
just
but
a different view.
Yeah, but it's you working with us.
Yeah.
It's the one that's happy right now. The crop that's having a good time.
Not having his thing just absolutely wiped the floor with. She will aim at the other Dragonborn soldier, not the one.
I hope she
Not
cleans him up too.
Belgon's mark. What was that, Nate?
I hope she cleans him up too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one shot, one kill.
Does have advantage. And hits. Precisely the amount of damage needed once again.
Love that. Amazing.
Combo continues. Arose, mop up the trash. Brielle, you see your team just absolutely cleaning the floor.
I gotta just double move.
Nice. Love
Double move and flank. Swords out.
Cutting him off.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Emil.
We're gonna move. And then, because it's fun, actually, he's might be disadvantage. We'll shoot with longbow.
This guy? The only remaining guy, I assume?
Green guy, now Brielle.
Wow.
Oh, what? You're not shooting Brielle?
Green guy.
I had so much story to tell.
Hits. For sure.
Oh god, make sure they don't read my book.
Plus a d4 for being favored foe. And I can't close this. Cool. And then bonus action. Sure. Oh no!
Before you have any bonus action to use, how does this
Yeah, there we
Emerald
go.
Dragonborn die?
Love it.
So he's lining up the shot, like kind of aiming, and he sees, well, Brielle's kind of running. Brielle's probably like sitting there with her knives out, probably like crouching down, like ready to strike, like some little tiny Tasmanian devil woman thing.
All right.
And he kind of just goes, all right, well, he's not going farther, and just slightly adjusts and releases. And you see it just kind of go straight through one side of the neck to the other, and he just kind of crumples sideways with the arrow's momentum.
This Dragonborn with an arrow through his neck now go down to his knees, blood spewing out, squirting out each side. And he's still staring Brielle in the eyes this time.
I'll whisper into his ear if he goes down. I guess the whelp got you.
Fools! There's 1,000 more like me. Stronger, too. You can't escape. And he will fall face first into the dirt. Guys, absolutely fucking marked them.
And well-oiled machine.
Jesus. Even minus a party member.
Yeah.
Those insta-murders really helped from the rogues.
Jeez.
I love a fairy fire as somebody that's throwing imaginary daggers around.
Yeah, 100%.
That was... Woo.
I'll say it's weird being on having the feeling of like just walking in and having pure confidence that you're not going to get hit. It's like, all right, I'm just here to eat these, and Let them
Really nice.
run around and do the stuff.
Really nice to be able to get
feeling.
you in there.
Mm-hmm.
Bit different from a wizard, right?
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah, not even a scratch on you guys.
Oh, I wasted that armor of Agathis. No one even touched it.
How long does that last? An hour?
An hour. So yeah, let's go find the next patrol.
Yeah. Go hunt down the next patrol, guys. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a
I'm gonna
good time for our 8:25 break.
Okay.
Celebratory break. First combat one.
Let's go.
This campaign's gonna be a cinch.
It's gonna be a
Easy, guys. Nothing to worry about. Just gonna roll everything.
Everything.
Probably just two of you guys could have handled that or something.
Probably, yeah. The way y'all.
Crushed. Alright, so there are 5 freshly slain Dragonborn.
Looting some bodies. Especially my asshole friend right in front of me.
Loot. The asshole friend in front of you. Is wearing splint mail, I believe. Yes, he's wearing splint mail. Has a long sword and a metal shield with the blazoned, the symbol of the Emerald Legion. And he carries on him a small satchel with Bount. Let's see, let me look at my notes. Where are my notes? There's my notes. 30 silver, 3 platinum, worth of coin, no gold, and a rolled up piece of paper.
Ooh.
I throw the coin and the bag of holding. Read the piece of paper.
Okay. Piece of paper is in Draconic.
Someone who reads these invaders' speech.
I can read it.
Yeah.
I still can as well.
It speaks in a lot of bureaucratic lingo, but essentially what it gets down to is their orders directly from Silverthrix. And what you can surmise from it is that he was ordered, this Centurion Okabe, the one holding the previously was holding this paper, was ordered to find the escaped prisoners before the local magistrate and his men could find you. The magistrate is named Lao Fang.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Love
amazing. Oh, what a great pull there, Croft. That's fun. I love that.
Wow, thing. I feel like that's a Mortal Kombat character.
It's an Indiana Jones character.
Oh, nice. Wow, thing. It's good. Good name.
It's a good
Lao
name.
Fang. So, yeah. All
Before the local
bureaucratic jargon.
magistrate finds us. That's the key wording there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume the armor is like distinct.
It is very distinct with imperial, iconography.
Just leave that there. Just not touch that.
And the other Dragonborn soldiers, among them will have a combined amount of like 80 silver and just spears and maybe some rations.
That's silver and bag of holding. Real talk, no wrong answers. Do we care about rations in this campaign? Okay, just you specifically called out they had rations on them,
Flavor.
so it felt like a good. Let's use this moment to ask the important question now before 3 days from now, and y'all are exhausted because you haven't eaten in 3 days.
If it does ever matter,
Yeah,
I will let you guys know if it
Perfect.
does
Cool.
ever matter.
Cool.
And that was probably only if you go to specific
Spine of the
areas.
world, sort of. Yeah.
That kind of shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Freshly victorious with some looted bodies.
Do either of you know this Lao Feng?
I
Looking
imagine
at
I
the
imagine I do.
crossing peeps.
Yeah, you would have at least heard of him, maybe seen him in town. Probably would have seen him at least once if
Gotcha.
you went out into town at all. You would know he's a Topaz Dragonborn with
Gotcha.
Gildings.
Okay.
So it sounds like they are aware of us as well in the crossing.
That if they know our makeup, or if they just are on the lookout for escaped prisoners.
We could potentially gather more information from this one if it's necessary.
I will look at the arrow through its throat and its broken ribs from my warhammer. Listen, Brielle. I can get you more information too. This bastard's dead. So unless you have some ways to talk to the dead, I think he's tapped out. Ulfried be praised.
Death is but an obstacle.
That's
The
not
injury to the throat.
That's Belgon coffee. Oh, what?
The injury to the throat might make it difficult to understand, but we could speak with him if needed. I just don't know if you believe he would
Tell the truth.
know information that would be worth hearing. But it's an option. Would just take 10 minutes of our time. Or we could bring part of him with us.
And minutes doesn't seem like a terrible amount of time. I don't think it's likely to be other patrols nearby. I say it's worth a try.
He said there were thousands of them, but I don't really believe that. That feels like a desperate attempt of a dying man.
I don't know how many Dragonborn that you've slayed, but they're prone to speak in rather flowery language about themselves. And he's not wrong. There are thousands, but I don't believe that they would be in this very forest.
There is, of course, a chance he won't wish to speak with us. He did stare into my face before his death.
Did it cost you anything?
Monetarily, no. But also, if we don't think that he would know information that we would wish to know, then it would be worth it. I don't know much about what exactly he was and what he might know.
We can make pretty reasonable guesses as to what the situation is. I mean, there's no way he could have gotten to the crossing and back in the time they were looking for us. It's pretty reasonable that word would have gotten to Lao Fang that we were gone, and Silvathrix doesn't want the shame of having lost prisoners and Lao Fang cleaning up her mess. We don't know that for fact, but that feels like pretty reasonable considering how much the scum relies on their pride.
It would be beneficial to know where they were taking us and why, and if they know any of our identities, and if that's been passed along.
Well, I could ask. I can't ensure an answer will be received.
Do it.
Okay. She will cast Speak of the Dead on this lovely, lovely Dragonborn. Luckily, he's still got a mouth.
He does still have a mouth.
Isn't
Bites
undead,
the arrow
obviously.
through his neck. You see the body like start to animate slightly, and the head turn towards you. Eyes glow slightly.
So spooky. Greetings, friend. Where were you planning to take the prisoners?
Are you so ignorant? You did not know? Dracalos, of course.
Why were we being taken there?
Your ignorance still shows. That is where all were deemed significant threat enough to be taken before being turned into dragon feed.
Does Lao Fang know the identities of those who escaped?
You know the bastard.
Seems to be purposely not answering this question.
Yeah. She'll look around the circle and see if anyone has any thoughts on further questions. She's got 2 left.
Who let Lao Fang know we had escaped?
Is that
Yeah,
just a question
she'll
you're
relay that.
posing, or is that like you're actually asking that?
That's a question Belgon would want to know.
Yeah, she'll relay that.
Okay.
Needs to come through her.
Can you say it again one more time, Marshall? Just so I can get the word.
How did Lao Fang know we had escaped?
failure, word of failure can spread quick amongst dragon kind.
This wasn't a question from before I asked that.
We're down to our last question, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking asking who Sobathrix's rival is.
I like
I
that.
don't know. I mean, that could be interesting down the line if that's something we don't already know. Could be good for faction interaction. Unless
I think
there's
that's
something
great.
else that you guys want to know from this guy in particular.
And we seem likely to get a truthful answer on my front.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, like I said, I'd be interested to know if he knew who he had. Because in theory, we were all rounded up in a mass sweep of the city. So why would why would we be considered so dangerous to go to the capital?
Yeah, it seemed like they knew something about us because they said. I'm not sure exactly how to ask that and get an answer.
Do you know who we are?
Yes.
Do you know who I am?
it's I'm not sure exactly how to ask that. If you got an idea.
I mean, kind of like, why would we be deemed dangerous
Special.
enough?
Yeah, dangerous.
We were just, in attendance at the festivities as any other Greyforge citizen.
Yeah, I'll ask that. That's good. Like, so why? And she'll notion to the people around her, like, why were we deemed dangerous? Attendees.
Some are outsiders. Some might know about the resistance. And some were anomalies.
And with that, see his snarling, sneering mouth and kind of go back, limp again. The light from his eyes fades.
Awkward glances are shared around the circle.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting ability there, Brielle.
Yes, I've known to do it for a long time.
Did you say you've known how to do it or don't do it for a long time?
I've known how to do it
Gotcha.
for a long time.
Okay.
So it seems we're somewhat expected, but I don't believe fully identified.
That's what it sounds like.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. But at the end of the day, we're still at the bottom of the dragon totem pole, so to speak. So it's unlikely they'd find our presence very pleasing, regardless of whether or not we were prisoners or just random people in the crossing.
Well, and like you said, Estelle, they love to brag. I feel like if they knew how to identify us, he would have loved to have taunted us with it. Maybe that's naive optimism, but he'll look at his, still a little blood-covered warhammer. Ulfried seems to be smiling down upon us by bringing us together, so hope remains.
Hope indeed does remain. I may make assassins out of you all yet. I know Belgond is already a member of the Resistance, but Brielle, Emil, certainly be happy to have you on the team as well.
Resistance, yes. Assassin, that's your area of expertise, my friend.
You were extremely quiet.
No, you're being modest, Brielle. The heart of the mountain does not beat softly.
Even with the help of magic, he still managed to draw their attention. And he was invisible too.
Ulfried gifted us all in various ways, and my task, my burden has been to let others know of my presence. Let the song of my hammer know that the mountain is here, and that they're safe from the scum that seeks to rob us of our homes. But together, I sense great things for us. Come, let's do it. Let's head to the crossing.
Hell yeah. As we start moving towards the crossing, Brielle will walk up next to Emil and say, "So, are you an outsider or an anomaly?"
What a great label.
How tall is Brielle?
She is 5'3".
Okay.
102 pounds.
So
How young is she? Does she appear?
Like mid-20s.
Brielle,
Half elf.
how old are you?
She will say 25.
You would expect such deft questions to come from someone much older than yourself. To give you an answer, I suppose can you be both?
She looks at you like right in the eyes. I believe you can. Just like continue walking along.
Okay. Estelle, you mentioned the Resistance. I spent some time with them up near Brandy, and I believe Sir Carwin was I suppose their leader, or at least their confidant up in that area.
glad he made
But I
it.
know that they tend to they keep their sex to themselves usually.
You're right. It's not just them. All of the various resistance branches have very little to do with one another. The safety thing, after all, we can't have the dragons take down everyone. So,
Of course.
I've never had any contact with anyone outside the Grey Forge Resistance.
Yes, they were kind of up around Fort Bray. But they kind of bounce between those two areas, and well, they tend to, if you're ever up in that area and you ever need some assistance and you can't find it of your own, um, look for, I guess there's a hidden cave just north of Brandy that was supposed to be a cave to one of the old gods.
I'll be sure to keep a note of that. I'll pass it on to a Leaf. He's the only one that ever has any contact with any of the other Resistance members, although it's extremely rare for even that much to be shared. Truth be told, I don't know all the ins and outs of it. I stick to cleaning my armor and trying to ensure that Saber here doesn't get herself in trouble.
The old gods.
What do we anticipate is waiting for us at the crossing?
Lao Fang's men.
What can you tell us of the fate of the crossing, Pelgond? Is it similar to Grey Forge? Is it have a different vibe?
Well, I've spent a total of 4 hours in Grey Forge before, so I don't know much of its vibe. It's certainly it is not like the South, where there's a lot more opportunity for freedom and movement. It's relatively small compared to Briarwood and the little that I saw of Grey Forge. The river is guarded very heavily, obviously, as that's where the main choke point for all people and goods come through. I think that's where our leader was wanting to plan our attack. The reason that we were sent to Grey Forge to see if we could enlist y'all's aid. But yeah, it's from what I've heard and the little I've seen of Grey Forge, it's certainly not the punitive, fascist land that Grey Forge has become, but it's certainly no walk in the park either.
It's good to know that other places didn't have it as bad as we did. Our botched assassination attempt aside, the 4 hours that you spent there was more or less indicative of daily life. Maybe less festivities and maybe more intimidation and murder. Well, there was quite a lot of murder that day.
Will the crossing require papers? When we passed by one of the gates,
Delta
Ansel,
Gate.
perhaps, or Delta Gate, they were asking about papers. Can we walk into the Dragon's Crossing?
Rough.
Central Crossing, whatever it's called.
Phone a DM.
Yeah. I mean, I can make stuff up. If you want me just to like
They
write
know,
cross-
Axel.
You would
you want me
know,
to write the
yes.
crossing on the fly, I'll do it. I almost texted you yesterday, but ran out of time.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, you would know, and you yourself might have had papers.
Mm-hmm.
but those are gone now.
Yeah.
And you would know, you could maybe go without them being in the crossing itself, but crossing the river would absolutely require at least crossing it in an official capacity would require papers.
Well, we feel like we could enter the city, probably.
Tough. That part's all
questionable.
I mean,
but the resistance surely must have some sort of.
That's where I was about to go there.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah, and just at the very least, if we've developed some signals over time. If one were to get stranded outside of the city and in need of exfiltration, so to speak. So that's why I was looking for the markers that if we can get within a certain area, if the fact that our presence has already made its way, or absence has made its way to Lao Fang, I can't imagine we can get him without papers, but we can possibly send up the flare for my captain or one of my comrades to make contact and make a plan to enter the city.
Yeah, you would know a couple different ways. That being one of them, potentially getting some way to contact someone in there and then sort of getting an escort in. You do also know that there were several secret entrances that the resistance used to move quietly and secretly and in and out of the crossing. You yourself probably would have used one or two of them.
Cool.
Should we put any of that Imperial shit in the bag of holding? Is that useful?
I bet it's all tailored for like Dragonborn. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it probably is. I just thing that plopped into my head as we're walking away from these people. I mean, it's probably fine. We'll kill more Dragonborn.
Yeah, that is true. We will kill more Dragonborn.
I hope.
Well, it's not something that you can wear. You can wear.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could wear it. I mean,
they would point you out immediately, and then there's probably not much of a black market for it either for the same reason.
No.
That's okay.
And I can't imagine they hire many scabs. A dwarf in Imperial garb would be like,
I don't think we're gonna be able to do the stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Anyone can make a history check on non-Dragonborn conscripts, if you would like.
Probably like portals only. Not that I've seen a lot, but history, you say?
History.
Oh.
See, Nate was right. It's all that second one.
Let's see
one's so good.
And you know what? We'll throw another. We'll just throw another psionic because we can.
We're so powerful, it doesn't even matter, Croft.
Doesn't even matter. Burn the.
Who needs knowledge?
Yeah.
So yeah, you would Stell, you would know. You've had enough dealings fighting against these people. You would know that their conscripts wear distinctly different armor, and
are made up only of those kind of sub-dragon races.
Yeah, typically made up of either like chromatic dragonborn or lizard folk, kobolds, some turtles. Every now and then you might see some other ones, but it's very, very rare. And those might be less than conscripts as well.
Good job not trying to get us demonetized on YouTube.
I gotta think about that now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're totally making money.
So much. Hand over fist.
All right.
All right.
Belgond, who's our contact in the crossing? Who are we looking for?
His name's Captain Virgil.
I'm so glad you said that name first.
I learned my lesson from last week and have that part of my backstory pulled up immediately.
Because I would have pronounced it differently.
I just like that I could immediately see your like the light of you opening
Oh, yeah, the light.
the
Yeah,
white
the light.
Google Doc, you know?
I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Of the
Under
flashbang.
does Michael have a new doc open? Because the screen just got a lot lighter.
I always get worried that like you're gonna see stuff in my glasses reflection.
I literally always screenshot and enhance. It's the
Enhance,
first thing I do.
zoom, what's
Enhance,
Croft
enhance,
looking at?
enhance.
Mm-hmm.
AC 30, we gotta run.
Yeah.
Enhance mirror.
Yeah.
Also, welcome back, Will.
Welcome
Yes,
back,
welcome
Will.
back, Will.
You're
Oh,
not
what's up, Will?
invisible. You're not invisible anymore.
You're not invisible. You were, but you're not anymore.
You
Yeah, my
definitely
contact
missed.
is a Fearbolg named Captain Virgil.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. I knew we'd pick something fun with his race. I've known him for I've worked with him on and off for the last 3 years.
And is he the
so-
leader of the resistance there, or does he work for
As-
someone else?
As far as I know, he is, but as you know, compartmentalization is key. So if there is someone above, he has kept that from me. I just judging by what we've shared so far, you know, resistance is a 30-hour-a-week job for me, so to speak. I obviously am fiercely against our invaders, but do some of my own traveling. Me and my heavy sigh, my brothers try and are on the lookout for any of my kindred. See if how many, if any of us are of us left. So there's been some stretches where I've left the crossing to go out on my own and in search, but so it's my understanding he leads the Central Crossing chapter, but if there's someone above him, they lead us well because we've managed to survive and gain a solid foothold for as long as I've been there.
And when you say kindred, you mean dwarves?
Yeah. I mean, have you ever seen a dwarf? You said a couple, right? That's it.
Really a Croft question.
Yeah, you've maybe seen one or two.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 in Greyforge.
Because I mean, I feel like there would have been dwarves in Greyforge pre nuclear bomb.
There's not been a lot of Greyforge in the Vale in general. Yeah, dwarves in the Vale in general since Mountain Heart closed itself at the beginning of the incursion. And numbers would have dwindled over the last 60, 70 years.
Got those half dwarves, you know.
Yeah.
Lots
What
of
the heck?
those.
Why is there never a half dwarf? Kind of messed up. Poor Seal was a half dwarf.
Canon.
That's actually, Estelle, one of the main reasons I volunteered to go to Greyforge is that's the for the longest time the North has been really closed to me and my what few kin I have left, and was hoping to see if I could find if there were any who remained up there. So Well, my goal, I do not know much about your queen that you shared yesterday, but would certainly be open to traveling back there with you one day if you know of a dwarf or two there, because I very much would love to seek them out.
There certainly are less than there used to be, but you do find the occasional one around Grey Forge. I used to see many more back prior to the arrival of the dragons, of course. But, I'm sure they'd welcome you with open arms, those that wander about the city, assuming the dragons haven't executed them for planted gold or looking at them wrong or any other such thing.
Indeed. Probably get really quiet after that.
Well, shall we move in that direction? The little daylight that we have is quite valuable with the way the trees are here.
I honestly thought we were already walking, to be honest. So if we're not, let's do it.
It's a walk and talk.
Yeah, in my head it was walk and talk, but whatever worked.
FYI for people, I linked the magic items in the bag of holding.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Because if those things, I
Use
like
that. That's cool.
That is
some
cool.
of them are, if they're useful, obviously, like we want them on the person that it needs to be on, or if we like have ideas for a plan, like the pyrotechnics thing, I think is such a good distraction thing.
Yeah, that's super fun.
Trying to keep it organized a little bit. I kept
All right.
forgetting what things were.
I was gonna say, just for the sake of easy looking it up too, is awesome.
Yeah. The things that you can look up in Roll20, I left blank. I mean, the potion of invisibility, we basically know what that does. Like, walk and talk.
Walk and talk. All right.
Will we meet back up with you after you're with us?
Will's back, but has he found his voice yet? Oh.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Amazing. Everybody more than lived.
No one got
thrived
touched.
Unless you had a tail and we're a dragonborn. Do dragonborns have tails? Is that canon? No.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, if you had scales, you're dead. That's basically how that went. Dragon scales.
Yeah. All right. So, with the talking finished for now, you all head further south through the woods. As you get closer, you feel like you're getting close. As you can hear maybe the distant sound of, like, just the happenings of a town. Maybe some, hammering, echoing through the woods. Just the cacophony of a, group of people talking in like a market or something kind of echoes out as well, hearing the very light sound of it at your distance. But the quietness of the woods begins to fade a little bit. You will notice, well, you feel, at least at this point, that going further in, just straight. As you can kind of see some movement in the woods that's not like at the crossing yet, but you can kind of see some further out than like what you saw the last one. So like several hundreds of feet, so like 500, 600 feet, you may see some movement. And it's not just like one. You may see like one over here and then like one in the far distance on the opposite side. But you get the feeling, yeah, there may become, a little more populated in the woods as you start to get closer. Of what? It's hard to tell at this point, at this distance.
Estelle is still leading the group, which I assume she is.
Mm-hmm.
She would just try and avoid people, unless Belgon tells her, like, we're supposed to meet a contact somewhere or some such thing. Like, she's just gonna.
Belgon's a prisoner. Was a prisoner. They are not looking for him, so to speak. Because he was expected to be in Greyforge for a while, so he would have to set off a signal, or like leave a signal at one of the mark spots, and we'd have to wait a little bit. So these are not people looking for us in a good way.
Yeah, she's gonna do her best to stick and move.
Okay. Give me a survival check as the leader to try and find a less populated path.
Let's go.
I feel like you're doing pretty well, kind of avoiding at least the movement you can see, moving through the woods. As you guys are you may be able to see, as you get closer, you may be able to see some of the buildings through the very edges of your vision through the woods, like an actual tree line, and then maybe a couple buildings beyond that. What is your guys' plan? As what as you kind of get closer?
I'd like to try and lead them to one of the secret entrances if possible.
Okay, absolutely.
Knowing that Lao Fang is aware of us, it seems like a true fallback to be like, all right, like leave a signal or a sign at one of the waypoints and then wait for exfiltration, just because that's more time for a patrol to find us when they're looking for probably people coming from the woods. So
okay.
If we can get in, then find a place to hold up and make contact, that'd be safer, I think.
Okay, I would say it's been a second since you've used one of these, and you're not necessarily the best at, rangership, I guess. You can make history survival check to try and remember what these entrances is.
So a survival check or a history check?
Either.
Okay. I'm assuming with advantage though, right?
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, since you've done it before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely with advantage. Yep.
Dwarfs love secret stone work.
That's legit part of the racial character, so you get advantage on stone work.
Yeah,
so
they love that shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's part of it. Mountain dwarf, at least.
Like history checks related to stonework or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or just checks in general, something like that. You can't remember like the exact, like you don't have the idea of the exact location, but you have a general area. Like, okay, I think like now that you can kind of see where like the town is, you're like, okay, I kind of remember being in this general area from the town, but you don't you can't remember where specifically. So you're guiding them towards this kind of like maybe 50, 100-foot radius sort of area that it might be in.
Okay.
As you get closer towards that, you see, and you're like, sure, this is like somewhere in this area. This is the spot. You see a pair of not pair, but a group of 4 dragonborn kind of hanging out near like a tree. one you see like one kind of like looking around, two are talking, and then one's leaning up against the tree, and he has like his helmet actually off, and he's actually smoking a pipe.
Well, I guess it's not that secret anymore. That's pretty close to the spot.
Perhaps they're just taking a break. Yeah,
Mimi, these
I
are not
suddenly
our
want to. I suddenly want to buy a pipe after seeing that one smoking.
friends with these people.
I mean, we can't do a murder outside the town like this close.
No.
That'd be bad.
Wand of we spoke it out loud earlier. Wand of pyrotechnics time.
I think the problem is it's like one of us has to set it off. I mean, actually, 60 feet away. You fire like at a like harmless burst of multicolored light at a point you can see.
Like a Roman candle.
Like a Rowan, I guess. While
Well, and
pulling it.
also the real kicker, the noise can be heard up to 300 feet away. So,
Is Charlotte able to cast out of a wand?
I mean, I could do the wand, go invisible, and make my way back to you. Like I could be somewhere, fire it somewhere, so that they go to that point where I fired it, go invisible, and then make my way back to you, potentially.
yeah, that seems like a good idea, and that gives us time to. Because
Look
does
for
being
the-
in the does being in the area give me more of like, oh yeah, I remember it's such and such spot, Croft, or we're still too far away to.
You get the feeling that you might have to like comb the area a little bit because it would
Okay.
be something that's hidden.
Yeah, gotcha.
And you don't have like in your head like the exact
Not
like, oh, it's
perfect
right
memory.
next to this rock in between
Gotcha.
this tree.
Okay.
You would have to
Gotcha.
search the area a little bit.
I'm gonna need
So
you guys
it's-
to roll really well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but 300 feet can buy us a lot of time while they're searching out for whatever that noise was.
Estelle would send Saber with you as a
I can't
bodyguard.
I can't invisible Saber anymore. I can only invisible one person now. So that's something to keep in mind.
Would you like to
I
sacrifice
used to-
NPC name?
I used to be able to do two, but then I spoke with a dead dragonborn, and now I can.
That's fair. If Brielle is comfortable being invisible and on her own, that's fine.
I mean, I'm only going to be so far away from you. Like, I don't need to be super far away from you.
No, definitely not.
I can be like
100
feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then make my way back to you and shoot it the opposite direction.
Yep, exactly.
And so, they might come towards the source, but at the same time, it's like where it explodes. I think it's more pressing.
But... I agree. All right, I like this plan. We're already using the new item. That's fun.
Estelle can telepathically link then with you to guide you on the way back once we found it.
I'm moving
in a more precise way. And she'll link with Emil and Belgond as well, just so that way if anybody finds it, we'll all know as soon as possible.
Yep.
Unless it's Mimi.
Unless it's Mimi. We are
I mean,
telepathically
that's 5 hours, right?
5 hours. Yep.
Okay.
Sick.
All right. So, Brielle, you move off on your own,
I
taking
do.
the wand,
Taking the
Pyrotech-
wand of pyrotechnic.
the Roman candle, the wand of Roman candles.
Yes.
And so the rest of you are hiding, kind of huddling together somewhere. Like, how far away from the chilling patrol group?
We're gonna give them a nice 60 feet buffer, I think.
Okay, you would have to be making stealth checks at that point to get up that close before Brielle lights the pyrotechnics wand.
Then we can
Thinking?
be farther away and just rush in, I guess.
A little bit farther away.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Brielle, go off. How far away are you going?
Hell yeah. I will go like 100 feet on the opposite side of where my party is planning to come in from.
You guys kind of
And
came in on like the east by northeast side of where you're at. Like if you're on the map, you'd be coming in the north by northeast side. Just to
and
give
then
you
I
reference.
will basically shoot it like in the direction that I was headed, um, so that they will hopefully head towards where I shoot it. But also, if they do head towards like where I am and where I shoot it, that's kind of a in the direction away from the party.
Gotcha. And how far away did you say you were going
Like
before you
100 feet or
100
so.
feet?
Yeah.
100 feet, and it goes 60.
Yeah, there's the charge. I just put it
You
on
heard
the
of
character
300.
sheet for the time being
Okay. All right.
so that I can redo charges and stuff.
You get there.
Oh,
Shoot it.
yeah, I will shoot it. Sorry, I was putting it on the so I could recharge. Yes, I will fire away and then immediately go invisible.
Okay. The rest of the party, looking at the Dragonborn patrol, will immediately you see them jump up as soon as you see, the flash of light and then the sound of fireworks somewhere to the west. And the three Dragonborn that are kind of like milling about kind of peek up, like stand at attention immediately. The one leaning against the tree kind of leans forward a little bit, like tell he says something to them. And the three of them go off, and he goes back to leaning up against the tree, smoking his pipe.
I will think to Estelle. Do you want to just assassinate that one?
Do I get the impression that, just from my understanding of the armor, the demeanor, that this one would be able to just be easily taken out? Or am I getting the sense that this might be a bit of a tougher assignment?
You get the feeling that perhaps depends. Like you might be able to get a jump on him one-on-one to take him out quickly, but if it did not go well, you would want people there with you. Maybe together you could take him down quickly, but one-on-one would be maybe tough.
I'm slowly making my way back, but
Yep.
I'm being quiet and trying not to be.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
I could attempt to deceive him.
Go on.
I do have some expertise in tricking the scaly bastards. A bit of a actor at times. It's important when you're trying to get close to a target. You can't always kill your way through everything. Sometimes you have to use your words. If there's no objections, I'll give it a go.
Go for
You
it.
might hear. I was gonna say you might hear a chuckle from Saber. This should be good.
If Belgon says go for it, Estelle takes a deep breath.
Yeah, and I was to say, like if it looks bad, I'm gonna try and firebolt it from here. So,
and she will sprint toward the dragon board, looking frantic. Oh, thank God you're here. Thank God you're here. Oh man, this is, I've never seen anything like this. There is a giant spider shooting flaming balls of energy throughout the entire it must be an escaped experiment. I have no idea. Your comrades, they were just taken out. They're lying dead in the forest. Please, you have to help us.
Okay, couple things.
Couple things are gonna happen.
As soon as you walk up to him, before anything happens, he lets you talk for a little bit, first of all, so that gets through. But he stands like a little bit more at attention. One of his hands goes on his weapon, which you see now is a greatsword, kind of sitting next to him. He like puts his hand on the pommel, and he kind of, his eyes narrow, kind of stares you down. He's still smoking from his pipe as he does this. Roll a deception check. At disadvantage.
ooh,
Oh.
ooh, got it, Estelle. This disadvantage got nothing on you. Hell yeah! All right.
And we will, of course.
I was gonna say, burn that psionic energy, baby, or whatever, the psionic die.
$18. You can tell, like, he stops for, like, he's thinking. He's really thinking. Like, he looks at where you came from. He looks at the direction that his men ran off in. Show me.
Oh, I couldn't possibly. I'm just a lowly half-elf. I should never have even been in the forest to begin with. And she's like quivering, and she's showing you she has no weapons.
Please, if you want to do service to the Imperium, it'll be fastest if you show me.
Oh,
He
well,
picks
if
up
you
his sword,
insist.
puts it like this, and steps up towards you.
And she'll kind of like say thank you, and she'll put her hands on him, and then she's going to attack him with her psychic blade.
Nice.
All right.
That's right. I'll cast a firebolt as well from behind.
Okay, let me get things lined up. Good. All right. Moving y'all back to the woods.
Back to
You
the
are
woods.
here, Estelle. You are not invisible anymore. Mimi, sorry. Okay, so you attack him.
Yeah.
First
I
one's
imagine
advantage for sure.
I was gonna say I imagine with advantage.
Yeah, first one's with advantage. 21 will hit. Sneak attack.
Ooh.
For 17 points.
And then she'll use her bonus action to attack again.
Yes.
Does hit. Ooh, slice into this guy. And Firebolt was the other held action.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Does that hit? That does hit.
I was gonna say, Estelle, if that does not hit, have fun standing in that pocket.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
there
a
we
good
go, baby.
Firebolt hit.
There we go. Love that.
Alright, this turn order may not last long, but we're going to do it anyways. So, initiative, people.
I was gonna say it's 40 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it true darkness in the woods?
Let me. It's more flavored darkness than true darkness. Let me change it to daylight mode. Can you see now?
Yep, and I'm just looking for.
I assume I'm cool not to roll, right?
You can roll. You are literally at the edge of the map.
Oh.
Because you were already making your way back a little bit.
Got it.
And you are invisible.
Okay. Oh. Hell yeah.
Oof. Doesn't bode well for him.
Ooh.
Brick.
Oof.
Yeah. He's gonna die.
Happens. He is definitely gonna die. He's too cool for this world.
Yep.
Alright.
If he hadn't been a lazy SOB and, went with
He
his
might have
buddies,
lived.
he might have lived.
He might have lived. But he was a lazy guy. Just wanted to smoke his pipe. Alright, Emil.
Am I in a tree, perhaps?
Yes, I did see
Probably.
I was just seeing a circle of blackness, and I was really confused.
I don't even see
Doomed
the rest of you guys
forever.
on the map.
I'm very
I
far
had
away.
him-
Don't worry about me.
Yeah. The tree to your right is directly between us and you. So that's.
Oh, I see you guys over there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I might get him with the deception, guys.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was smart. But I mean, the fact that you got close enough to, get hands without an auto attack, that's a win. I'm sure there are some Dragonborn who would see us and just immediately shoot first, ask questions later.
We attack.
Attack and you hit.
Just yep. And wherever Charlotte is, she can just. She's over here.
Back here.
Let's run over this way. Boink. Okay.
Right.
Turn over.
Mimi, you get a turn tonight.
Nice.
Definitely hits. You are cooking this guy. He is. I don't think I can get a turn. Alright. Anything else, maybe? Chilling with your buddy? Okay. This guy looks incredibly shocked. But that will miss.
That won't
Oh no.
That will not.
finish him. Confirm?
Yeah, you want to confirm that?
Hell
That
yeah.
confirms. Michael? I still don't have cards.
I'm loading. So what type of damage?
Slicing?
It's
Yeah, slashing. I
slash?
mean, technically it's
It's
psychic, but that doesn't make sense for the card, I don't
But
think.
yeah, probably slashing.
What's it divided into?
Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing spell.
Pierce.
Yeah.
Pierce for slash, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Slash.
Whatever you say, Nate.
Yeah, I think slash.
Puddle of blood. Roll damage as normal, and target slips to prone. Dex negates. DC equals total of the confirmation roll.
I think he's going to be prone, guys.
He cannot
Yeah.
roll that high.
Slipping some blood, baby.
That might actually help him.
I was going to say, this is not a good card.
Helps him from ranged attacks, but not from close attacks.
Yeah, well,
He'll
Nate's
stand
the only
up
one who's
first.
close.
Daggers back.
yeah.
Trips.
That's how the cards tumble.
Alright.
It's fun. I went into the burnt to get that card, and I'm on Vandori's hut because I was sending that to you.
Oh,
Amazing.
So I had
Lovely.
double checked to see which one that was. It's funny.
Lovely. It did get use. Alright. Belgond. The guy tripped. It's on the
Yep.
ground.
I'm going to throw another firebolt at him.
Okay. It's at disadvantage, sadly. 14 will not hit. As you see it kind of scorch over the tip of his breastplate. Not that he's actually wearing breastplate, but the breastplate of his armor.
Yep. I'll slap Mimi Sex on the back and run forward.
Anything else, Belgon?
Nope.
This Dragonborn stands up, looking burnt, bloodied, and whatever your psychic damage does to him.
I think it inflicts wounds on his mind. There's no outward wounds.
Yeah, you see him just like holding his head, just been rocked in a matter of like 6 seconds. But he has his only turn probably. And he is going to make 2 attacks against you. Where's my roller? Raises his greatsword high and brings it down. Twice. Does either hit?
The first one hits, the second one misses.
Okay. 11 points of slashing damage. I drew some blood tonight.
She's gonna use her reaction to uncanny dodge.
Ugh. 5 points of damage.
Which technically takes out her aid HP.
You're just trying to hurt Frost right now? He's gonna come
Wounding
at
my
us so
pride
bad.
here.
He's gonna come after us.
Wounding my pride. But that is it from him.
Just double move for me.
Okay. Emil again. If Michael still has it up.
Piercing?
Piercing, yep.
Precise strike. Take the maximum possible critical damage.
How's this one go down, Preston?
I don't know. So he got back up, takes a big old swing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at Estelle. And I think as he comes down on the second attack, he hears a noise to his right and tends to look over right about the time that the arrow hits him right through the breastplate.
Straight into his heart and lung.
Emil is the finisher tonight.
Goes to his knees. He can hear his breath get raspy as the life leaves his lungs. The pipe that he had still been holding in his teeth falls out, skitters across some roots in front of you, Estelle. He falls down, dead. That's not one of, maybe close to one of the fastest combats ever.
Estelle would want to search him for information, any information on his person.
Absolutely. You find his greatsword, find his imperial blazoned plate mail. He also carries like a, not a satchel, but like some bag tied to his waist. In it is, let's see, 32 silver and 5 gold.
Ooh.
And also carrying a rolled up piece of parchment.
Uh-oh.
And there's also a small sack within there that has, you open it, has like some sort of like pungent herbs.
Oh yeah.
How much
You
gold?
get high.
5 gold.
Yikes.
Oh boy. She will read the piece of paper. She can speak Draconic.
I was just about to ask.
Yes.
Yeah, this it rings out very like a little similar to the last one, but this one is you now know is from the other side. It is addressed from Lao Fang, telling him and the other patrols to find these escaped prisoners that have gone into the Lamnic woods, and to bring them before him before Silverthrix finds you.
Does it say anything besides just prisoners?
Just says prisoners.
Okay, that's good.
She'll say in her mind to you, Belgond. All right, Belgond, where do we need to look?
Yep, and I'm fanning out, starting to search.
Okay. Anybody who's... Yeah. No, go ahead. It's like strength times 15. So strength score, not modifier. Strength score times 15, I believe.
Yep, you're correct.
Plate is 45 pounds, and it's on him. So it takes time to doff it off the body.
Yeah, I think he wants to get the body out of there.
He would weigh probably about a little over 200 pounds.
Oh, we got that.
So all in all, him around 250.
Plate 65, FYI.
65, so 265-ish.
I might. Hang on.
Teamwork. Drag that guy.
So people are deciding what to do with the body. Who is searching for this supposed secret entrance?
I can carry 240, so if we can get something, make him a little lighter, I can do it. But I know I need to start. I'm leading the search. I'm just saying that out loud as y'all are.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival, perception, or investigation with advantage, Belgond, as you're searching.
Whew. Whew.
As soon as you kind of get, like, you move past, like, some of these shrubbery over here, you see a small patch of, like, this very worn down, like, stone, like, barrier. Like, very worn down, just like it's just like a few rocks high, and it's in this one spot, and you remember it's near the stump near there, and you brush away some of the dirt, and you find, like, these, basically the trap door to go in.
Cool.
Yeah, it was just like, as soon as you got here, came flooding back.
Had to see it.
Had to see
Guys,
it.
These flat D20 rolls are so scary, you guys.
Fly by the seat of your pants.
So much so. I found it. How big is the entrance, and how big is, like, the tunnel or the walkway?
The entrance is literally like a 5x5.
Got it. Okay.
And you can see it goes down about 15-ish feet. You would think it would be either 5 foot wide or maybe a little bit bigger. It would get bigger as it goes in further, you'd know.
Gotcha.
But at the entrance, it would be very narrow.
Gotcha. Well, we either have to hide the body or take him with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's do it.
I agree. And then she'd call Saber over and say, Saber, let's stage the area. And the two of them, as they have sort of been known to do with their assassinations, will make it very confusing exactly what happened there. And they'll also just double check that no blood kind of like dripped near the
Love it.
trap door. So that way it kind of just looks like, yeah, something happened here. It's not that clear. Like that's what they're trying to do.
Right.
Nice. Yeah. Belgond will go in first. That way y'all can, or at least one of y'all can bring Caboose on to make sure, we don't leave a trail to the trapdoor.
Okay. And between you and Mimi, you could carry the guy.
Sweet.
So you all get over there, cover your tracks as best as you can, bring the dead Dragonborn in with you, get down into the secret entrance into the resistance tunnel, and close the door behind you.
Go. I let everyone know I'm there. I'm just gonna stay invisible though.
Feels prudent.
Yeah, might as well.
You all find yourselves in a dark, narrow tunnel. No lights are down here, just your dark vision allows you to see, which I think everyone has. I think. Assume you're just going through it
Pretty slowly.
slowly, taking the
Yeah,
body
no.
with you.
I think at least a ways so that if there's a spot maybe where it opens up and it's not going to drastically slow people down to go over this body, yeah, then we might drop it. But
Yeah, I mean, you could potentially tell someone to come clean it up.
mm-hmm.
Or, and I mean, we could bring it all the way with us too. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it still would suggest far enough away from the trapdoor entrance that
Mm-hmm.
somebody just coming down and looking wouldn't see it, and that it'd be far enough away that the decomposing body potentially would not draw any noses to the trapdoor either.
Yeah, hopefully a resistance member can come. Do
Exactly.
something.
But in the meantime, we can't afford to have this dead body with us, but we can't have it be
Yeah.
easily found either.
Yep, agreed.
Get it, Mimi. Do your thing.
What do creepy robots do with dead bodies?
That'll come soon. Like it would be like after like walking for like 100+ feet a little bit. Okay, I was gonna say yeah. I was gonna say yes. It takes 10 minutes to take the armor off of him.
So
Brielle and Estelle and Emil. Just not you and me. Oh, so it's literally just amazing.
Oh, I lied. I don't.
oh, Emil.
Okay. You guys continue on, I assume, after dealing with the body.
Yep.
Eventually, you'll come to a door in the path. It may be like the path may snake a little bit, it may not just be straight. But eventually you will come to a door that's closed.
Do I remember, is this a building or just a checkpoint?
You know this to be some sort of like checkpoint, or this something to be security checkpoint for them.
Gotcha. I will give the common knock, so to speak.
Right.
Yeah.
Noted.
Mm-hmm.
You do the knock that you had done on these sort of situations before, and it's maybe like just not answered right away, like maybe 30 seconds to a minute pass.
Who goes there?
It's Belgond and other compatriots.
Oh god. Wait, you finish your mission that fast?
Not quite. Can you bring me to the captain?
Yeah, I'll let you. These others. Are they dwarves?
No. If only that were the case. Do I recognize the voice?
Yeah, you recognize the voice as belonging to a half-orc named Naz.
If only Naz. No. It's a long story, but I can vouch for all of them. They're no friend to the invaders, and are no threat to us.
All right. I have to ask.
You
Understood.
hear click, 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 click. And the door opens, and you see this like 6.5 foot tall, kind of very dark-skinned half-orc. Very close, buzzed hair. Two little tusks protruding, wearing kind of this piecemeal of leather and plate armor.
All right, this way.
He's like looking over the party as each of them comes in one by one.
Where the hell did you find this lot?
In the back of a prison caravan.
Prison. Oh, what did
Like
you
I said,
do?
what did they do, Naz? What did they do?
Fair enough. All right. Well, let's find a place to sit down. I mean, we can go over everything.
You guys kind of go to takes you to a small common room, and this is very much not a nice place. You can tell it's kind of very much hewn out of rock and dirt. There's supporting wooden posts as if you were going through a mining tunnel. Very minimal accommodations down here. It's all pretty usual to you, Belgon. Brings you to the table, brings out, a few snacks, like some bread, some cheese, maybe some fruits, nice charcuterie.
Yeah, we're living great now.
And brings a pitcher of grog. Puts on the table, sets several cups out. Well, we say Virgil. He's not here at the moment. He's out.
Out where?
He took a party, went to the Lamnik, wanted to investigate something. After word got some rising activity in the center of the Lamnik. Something there. He wants to figure out what it is. We don't know too much about it yet. But plans have changed since word's gotten out of Greyforge. Dragonborn are getting themselves in a little bit of a huff and puff. We're staying low.
Since what word? What have you heard?
Plenty of carriages, stragglers have been trying to flee from Greyforge. It's been about a week, I think, since it's happened. We only received word a couple days ago. Virgil's still out. I don't think he knows yet. The resistance group tried something there. Didn't go well. So I told everyone to keep quiet, lay low, try not to engage in too many activities that would draw unwanted attention for the moment. So, you were there. Were you there when it happened? Whatever it was?
I guess so. I myself didn't see much of it. We scouted the city for almost a week, like we planned, and my brothers and I planned to go in. Had a rendezvous 2 days later. I got grabbed 4 hours into after entering the city. Wouldn't tell me why. They tortured and interrogated for about a day, and then I found myself on a prison caravan heading south. I don't know. I mean, I know little bits of what's happened. I'll gesture at Estelle and Saber. They're from Greyforge. But yeah, we all escaped 2 days ago, a day ago. It's kind of time's been kind of hard to keep track. But yeah, we were in a prison caravan led by Silverthrix and managed to get out and made our way here.
So these two, they're from Greyforge or they're from Greyforge?
Well, I'll introduce you to everyone. This is Brielle, Emile, Estelle, Saber, and this, my best friend over here, Mimi Sex.
Have they made a friend that's not a dwarf?
Oh, you know what? Not today, Naz. Not today.
All right.
If you can count, the day we can count the number of your kin on only one hand in the city, then you'll understand. But yeah, that's so I guess in some semblance the mission was successful because Estelle and Saber here have some connections to Greyforge, and I'll make the air quotes back. yeah, we needed to get into the city. We encountered 2 different patrols looking for us. One from Silver Thicks, the other from Fang, and needed to get to ground.
Well, you got respite here for the moment. I don't know what your long-term goals are. You know, you don't have to tell me, at least not yet. Can wait for Virgil to get back.
When is he expected?
Hopefully sometime in the next day or two.
Okay.
So, Estelle and Saber, happy to have members from Greyforge, I guess.
Estelle kind of is caught off guard that you're talking to her, and kind of quickly finishes chewing and swallowing.
I forgot about your food thing.
And she will immediately stand up and give you a very formal bow and say, Sir Naz, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you. As Belgon mentioned, we are from Greyforge, part of the resistance there. We're eager to meet with your leader, and hopefully it'll be a mutually beneficial interaction here. I should mention because you mentioned laying low. There is a decomposing dragonborn in your tunnel, so you hopefully have some way of dealing with that, I assume.
We do. Thank you. I'm glad you didn't leave him at the entrance. That would have been a bad decision. I'm assuming that's why you had to take him. Not the first time.
Oh yes, not the first time for us either. So happy to help. Glad some things are the same, no matter where you are.
I'll get someone on it later. We got a couple hours before anything truly ripe happens.
He did have 3 buddies though, so we want to make sure to. They ran off into the woods. Riel provided a wonderful distraction, but he will be missed sooner versus later.
Well, guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'll see if our contact can maybe sway it one way or another, or hears about it. I'll talk with him later. So, what exactly happened in Greyforge? Looks back at Estelle.
Well, you mentioned that you had heard what exactly went down, but unfortunately, we had run an operation to rid ourselves of the person whose name I'm looking in my email for. I don't know why I can't find it. You know who I'm talking about.
I do know who you're talking about.
Thank you. To rid ourselves of Vorathrix.
Yeah.
Once and for all. We had a solid plan, good intel, but unfortunately, we failed. And you kind of see her gaze sort of get cast down. It was unusual for her. And unfortunately, the citizens of Greyforge paid the price.
Yeah. It's a fine line we walk doing this work. The more we kick the hornet's nest, more trouble we cause ourselves sometimes. We'll get 'em
Indeed.
one day.
We will certainly rid the Vale of these interlopers once and for all. And then Queen will ascend the throne once more.
Queen?
I'll shake my head when he says that.
Thought the whole line died.
That's what the dragons would want you to think.
Quite the secret you're keeping.
There indeed lives one last member of the royal family. And she watches over and loves us all.
Alright, well. Can't be worse than the dragons. I would, probably not go telling everybody that, though. Considering I didn't know about it until now.
Well,
I don't even know if Burgle knows about it.
if you walked the streets of Greyforge, you would find evidence of her. The people know that their queen can hardly wait to liberate them.
Well, enjoy your stay for the time. You know, get some rest, get some decent food. We'll see if the cooks above can bring down a little bit more, something a little bit heartier.
I would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah. Come on, Belgun. The others would like to know you're back and well.
I will nod at everyone and go with Naz.
Kind of walk down a little bit away. Kind of like does a little bit of like, you know, banter with you. Kind of shooting the shit for a moment. And as soon as he thinks you're out of earshot, everyone else.
So, these people, they seem decent enough, but what's that guy in the back about with the big armor?
I am still trying to piece that puzzle together myself. But like I said, we've already he escaped the caravan with us, and he helped us kill 2 patrols. So there's no question to me of his loyalty, or where his allegiances lie. Would be the strangest sort of plant I've ever seen, and he certainly had wazier moments to try and kill us. So,
Fair enough.
yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. But don't worry, I'm just as perplexed and keeping an eye out.
All right. Well, so just you though. What happened to the brothers?
I don't know. You mentioned my plans. If the captain doesn't want to carry out the attack, as talked about before I left, I'll probably try and leave immediately if I can to go and track them down. I never saw them. DM Croft, correct me if I'm misremembering, but I never saw them after being captured in Greyforge. So
No, you
I don't
didn't.
know if they're alive. I don't know if they were executed, sent on a different caravan. I don't know where they are, but I owe it to them and to their father's memory and their family's legacy of service to at least ascertain their fate. I'll not let that go unanswered.
Well, I like them a lot, so I was a little saddened to see them not with you. I hope you can find them one day. About the attack, though, I don't think it's happened anymore.
Why is that?
With Burgle going off on this mission, he was planning that attack for a while. It seemed odd to me. And then with the stuff with Greyforge, I think the winds are shifting. And I don't know where.
Isn't that all the more reason to attack? To shift them back in our favor, to show that we're not just going to lay down at the first sign of trouble? Greyforge needs to know that the Veil stands with them. They may be cut off from us, but people need to know that there's still a spark of hope left.
I totally agree with you. You know me. I don't like shying away from a fight, but it's not my call. It's Burgle's.
Virgil, you know he hates it when you say it like that.
Fine. Virgil. Yeah. Always sour-faced.
We'll make him see reason. This is a moment where we can stand on behalf of everyone in the Vale. It's a good plan. And if it works, it'll inspire how many more to follow through on things people they might have been too afraid to do on their own.
Oh. Can't wait to see you convince him when he gets back. Anyways, go say hi to the others up top. And let's get some good food for the others as well. That bread was getting a little stale.
Well, it's better than what they feed you on a prison caravan, I can tell you that, so.
What is that like?
Dirt probably would taste better.
Oh, they're always such bastards up there from what I hear.
Yeah.
Anyways, carry on. So he'll guide you up. You'll go through like another secret hatch, and you come out into a. Let's see. Why can't I remember? Oh yeah, a bakery cafe.
Love that.
We're met by a very cheery and cherry-faced, rather rotund human, as Grumpin.
All right.
Wow! They told me you wouldn't be back for some time. Here. Gotta give you one of my pastries as celebration coming back. Intact, whole. Sit down.
They couldn't get rid of me that easily.
He does like a little, snaps his fingers, and you see his wife come around. As her name is Sherry.
Grumpin and Sherry. I love that.
Well, lovely to have you back here, Belga.
What kind of creatures are these?
Humans.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, a little,
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Little thick.
Yep. They're chefs. They're bakers.
They're chefs. They're bakers. They love what they do. Well, so how'd it go?
Well, if you've heard the word from Greyforge, it's not great. But
Greyforge is always grim.
Yep, we're not gonna go down quietly. I sadly was captured, but managed to escape and make my way back here. So I'm ready for the captain to return and for us to strike back and hard.
Well, just glad to see your face again. Always liked ya.
Feelings mutual, Grumpin. Got some compatriots below if I can be spared some food to bring back with me.
Take all that you can. Take all. But not too much. I got a business to run. We have to look official, of course.
Of course. I'll get like a little platter together and bring it back.
Right. Yeah, you have this nice assortment, all sorts of pastries, breads, maybe even some cured meats he set aside for you. Gives you a pitcher of wine as well.
Nice.
Make your way back to your friends. You guys are alone in the room with goods and plenty of food for the moment. Kind of a dimly lit room just by a few candles placed throughout. You think this is can breathe a little easier here. Not in some prison caravan, not under the abode of some hag in a dubious deal. And get some much needed rest. Anything you guys want to discuss at the moment? Well,
maybe a good stopping point.
Maybe a good stopping point. Everyone available next week?
I'll miss.
You'll miss.
Yeah.
So I know the 2 weeks after that is probably a no-go because that's both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Sadly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah! Wow. 24.
What better way to ring in the new year than by playing D&D, guys?
New Year's a little bit more open for me, I would say. I can't
How
do
could they
Christmas Eve.
schedule? How could they do this?
I don't
How could
know.
they schedule holidays like on Tuesdays?
I know. It's bullshit.
Gotta bring up something to the committee.
Maybe Mimi should have his conversation with Belgon then.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's the one person he doesn't want to talk to.
That'd be amazing. Right.
Wow.
Amazing. Mm-hmm. Natural. Yeah. Fantastic.
That's good.
It's cooking.
Riel doesn't eat much during this. She eats some, but not like Estelle.
This is some of the tastiest pastries I've ever had.
Yeah, Emil would definitely ask where those pastries came from and where the shop is.
I'd tell you, offer to escort you up to meet the bakers if you want.
Yes, let's go make our DM do that wonderful voice again. See how long he can keep that up at 10:30 at night.
Man. Yeah, maybe let's open next week with
There you go. Love that.
pastry talk.
Pastry talk. Pastry talk, baby.
You're not gonna be there next week, Marshall. I might send you something just to pique your brain because there'll probably be a decision made next week.
Yep.
About some direction the party will go in.
3-person party next week?
Who else can't make it?
Isn't Will out? Okay.
I think it. Yeah, unless somebody.
Yeah.
I thought you said in Discord earlier today that you were out next week.
I don't remember that.
To the Discord.
That might have been Marshall.
I think it was Marshall.
Yeah, that was
okay.
Marshall.
Oh yeah.
And there's a chance I'll be able to join. It's just I'm going to be on a work trip, and my CEO is going to be there, so I can't imagine I'm going to be able to slip away at 8 p.m. Eastern to hop on. But we'll see. We'll find out.
Well, you might be done with dinner or whatever.
Staying at his condo. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, you're out. You're out.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta go. You gotta go to bed at
100%. 100%. It just depends on the dimensions of
how plausible that is.
Yeah, like if he's gonna hear me talking, it's like, who are you talking to at 10 p.m.? Like, playing D&D, bro. You want? Hey, let's get my CEO a Discord link.
We got an NPC you could play.
Yeah.
Maybe just seed the ground a little bit. Hey, have you ever heard of D&D? Just like he might be like, yeah, it was sick. I played all the time.
Right.
Who knows?
How do you feel about
you never know
NPCs?
Yeah, exactly.
Named after swords. You into that? Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So that's the question mark.
Why are we taking work trips this close to Christmas? Like, we got to be cutting down on cost. It's almost the end of the year.
Yeah.
Well, I'm supposed to be there right now. I was sick all of last week. I had 102-degree fever. So was able to push it a week, and that's why I'm here tonight. Otherwise, I would have been there right now. So, yeah.
Even through to next week?
No, I would have been there from now until Friday. But I'm leaving for Florida. I'm leaving for Florida a week from today.
I'm like, dang, we are locked in.
Yeah,
this 2-week-long condo trip in Florida.
Yeah. Big weekend retreat getaway, except it's not just a weekend, it's 2 weeks of isolation. Fortress of solitude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see.
As we are a high performing party. Let's just
having never worked together. We work together flawlessly.
Yeah,
without even knowing what each other does.
We are silky smooth operators.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, Will, you saw that we came across 5 Dragonborn. Were you still here for that or no? Yeah, we took them all out with no damage.
Yeah. And it lasted 2 turns, tops.
Yeah.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Snappy. Murder.
Yeah.
Faber did a murder. Estelle did a murder.
Brielle talked to a dead Dragonborn.
Oh, I did talk with. I spoke with Ted after.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I did do that.
That's a conversation Belgon will have with Brielle at another time, wanting to learn a little more about that. But
yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, so that was a little caught me off guard.
And Estelle has been telepathic linking people, but not Mimi yet. So Mimi hasn't experienced that.
Yeah.
Or is possible? Question mark. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Well, yeah, I think given how it happened, she did it. She did it without telling them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also doing it. It's like basically one-on-one. Like it's not like everyone's linked, so like it is kind of.
Unfortunately, my proficiency bonus doesn't get to 4 until 9. So once we're level 9, I can link us all up. But until then,
Exactly. Exactly.
2 for the price of 1.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall's finally got that shield guardian.
Oh yeah, now it's on.
And it's another player.
Will, you're selling yourself short. It'll be at least 2 bottle caps.
At least two. Minimum.
yeah, Emil and Brielle were spell slanging.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Belgond was boomin' bladin' and divine smiting.
Yeah.
We got some heavy hitters.
Yeah.
When the circumstances are right. We obviously we need the the long drawn out fight to see what our stamina is. Are we a glass cannon party, or can we duke it out for 20 seconds? But
yeah, obviously we prepped. Like we very much prepared for the fights that we got into.
yeah, definitely.
We handled them with ease because of that.
Yeah,
which is
what happens?
You want when you prep well.
Mm-hmm.
You want it
What
to
happens
work
when
out
we get surprised?
Yeah, and like when the odds aren't necessarily like in our favor. Surprise against some mooks and one strong person is one thing,
Mm-hmm.
but
Especially when you just immediately delete 2 of them from the turn order.
yeah, that was great. That worked
Mhm.
very well.
Yeah, and it worked out, y'all. I mean, to your credit though, you deleted the 2 that were like far from me, so everyone like came to me. It's like, oh yeah, like let the vacuum suck those up, and we'll take the stragglers.
Yeah, it worked very well. Advantage against the fairy fire.
Mm-hmm.
We got some buffing abilities, it seems,
Yeah.
across all of us, which is interesting. It's good. And some murder abilities.
I'm curious to see what our healing situation looks like in a pitch. We haven't had to test that.
I haven't had to test that yet. We'll find out.
It doesn't matter. I meant to say it, but because we were able to like go right, because I found it right away, I forgot to say it out loud. Like I would have, laid on hands for you there, Estelle. When you
She
took
didn't.
that.
She didn't take any real damage. It was all aid damage.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was like, But
Just a nick.
yeah, it was basically like here, finger.
Yeah, we got
a
a
little paper
boo-boo.
cut. Yeah.
Estelle also
Hey.
rolled high on her HP, so she's like beefier than you would guess for a rogue.
Nice.
Yeah, I have 65 HP, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that
I mean,
correct?
I think all classes have been revealed at this point.
62.
Finally.
Okay. I'm only at 65, so you and I are right neck and
Which is
neck.
wild.
62?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 62 HP.
Stupid.
That's almost as much as Gildor had at like level.
No dips.
Wow.
Straight 6 rogue. It's because I think between Croft and I,
I'm gobsmacked.
we rolled 7s or 8s on every hit die.
That is.
Yeah, we rolled really well.
Like it was like perfect because like the ones that I didn't do well in, he did.
I have 40.
That's still not bad. That's still for a level 6. I don't know what your class is. Bard, right?
Bard.
Yeah.
With a fighter dip.
Hey, welcome to the Bard Fighter family. It's fun and exciting.
Yeah.
And then Emil is ranger.
I don't know everything. That's
Ranger for sure.
But there was ranger in there.
Favored foe.
Favored foe today. The rest is.
It does seem like there's something else in there.
Wild magic. Something. Druid. I don't know. Got so many friends. Warlock.
Got some spellies.
Got some friends.
He seems very lot of options.
I'm assuming not Warlock because Warlock's just Eldritch Blast all the time.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, but maybe like Chain Pact. Druid, Ranger, Beastmaster.
A little cleric probably in there.
Cleric dip.
Yeah.
Tabaxi dip.
That just goes without saying.
I don't know what Mimi is. Some kind of wizard, perhaps.
We know Artificer.
Artificer.
Oh, Artificer.
Yeah.
Full Artificer.
But that could be Artificer dip.
That's the thing, yeah. Artificer for sure. Maybe Wizard.
All Will said was not built as well as you think it should be.
And Belgon Paladin.
Maybe a dip.
There might be a dip in there.
He's pally with. Yeah, I think he's got a dip.
There's a dip in there.
Oh, well, because he's got Booming Blade, right? That's not a.
Yeah,
he's got that one. Will let the.
I don't even know what that.
Character story.
Sorcerer.
I was say
take it.
Sorcerer or Warlock, one of the two.
Interesting.
Perhaps.
I don't know how you would get that shit.
Perhaps.
The Booming Blade Pally combo is very exciting and fun.
That's super dope. Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Very effective.
Started smiting things. That was love that.
He's got Warcaster.
Yeah.
That's a feat at least. That's
Croft told me that was a required feat to do what I wanted to do. I was like, well, that's gonna hurt some ability scores, but that's okay.
That dude's gotta do.
Yeah.
Been working so far.
So far. I'm just
far,
having
so
to get
good.
used to not rolling for things.
Yeah, we are an interesting bunch, but I think synergy wise we can work.
Yeah.
I think there are some things we're gonna run into that are gonna suck.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of every party. We just don't know what it is until
I mean the stealth feels very feast or famine. That if there's a situation where y'all can't take care of Mimi and I, we have a problem.
But Brielle can make you guys invisible.
Right, I'm just saying, but if something weird happens where that's not on the table, she has to do that for something, use that concentration for something else. We become very handicapped because it's not like I'm fast and can just run in to the mix after the stealth isn't needed. It's like, all right, I'm 150 feet away.
It seems like interesting overlap with Brielle and Emil, where between the two of them.
Yeah, I feel like we have some utility, which is good.
Yeah.
I don't know what you have options and I have options, but we both want. I also wanted to fairy fire like you did, so that was good.
Yeah. Well,
which is good because that means we have options.
Which is good for me because I would love to just be chucking daggers.
Yeah,
at advantage.
Underrated for sure.
And I did build Estelle to be a skill monkey, so.
Oh, you did. I mean, it's working. You're
and her side bolstered knack helps that I can just add a D8 to any skill check roll that I want.
It's so interesting how similar we are, but also totally different builds.
Because Brielle, you also have some overlap with Mike, because you were very stealthy, if I recall correctly.
I have very, very solid skills as well, and I can also add a D6 to some rolls. So it's like we have some stuff, which is cool.
It's a fun Venn diagram.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool overlap, but also just kind of picking up each other's slack, which is neat.
Because it does seem like survival is something that maybe.
Yeah, we might all be bad at.
Yeah. we need a ranger friend. We need a tracker.
Because I'll just tell you straight up, like animal handling, arcana, history, intimidation, medicine, nature, performance, persuasion, religion, and survival. Nope.
I've got some of those.
I've got a couple of those, not many.
Otherwise, maybe I'll even just take. I could just take feats and add more expertise.
There you go.
Let's be good at everything. Yeah, it's super interesting.
Yeah.
I like our party. We're very like
seems strong.
Too good.
Seem good. Seem interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how quickly it gets nerfed.
Prop's gonna have to
you guys
send
won't
my
get nerfed.
NPC away.
No.
Everything else will get buffed.